This is the front view, this is the top view, this is the left view. So the first thing that we had to do is we had to sketch this thing out. Just going to make a quick sketch again. It's this part of the drawing. I'm just going to make a quick box. Manne, losie gesels gou. Right, so this is going to be the side of the drawing. You're going to have a hexagon here. This is just a sketch for yourself. Then we see something going up, and this part here we can see a sort of a pentagon. On this side I'm going to have this picture, so this is going to look something like this. I can show ietsie lyk. It's going to go in. It's going to have a web for strengthening purposes here. If you had a look, you remember this is the same thing. If you draw a line across, remember everything on this side is closest to you here. So that part here is this thing. Okay. This surface there must be that part. Okay. Just remember, there's a mistake here. These hidden lines need to go all the way through. Hoekom moet hulle al die pad deur gaan? Because that hexagonal hole is going from the front right through to the back. Okay, so that must be a... we can see it on this view as well. You can see it running all the way through. Dan hardop hy in. It's going to run through to the other side of the drawing. So this was the big thing by this drawing, is that you had to go and you had to figure out what it is that was given to you, manne. Okay, you had to figure out what was given to you. Okay, and this was part, looks like a pentagon, but in the middle it's going to go up, and everything is going to go here to one point there at the top. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. And if you have sketched this out once, or only part of it, then at least you know what you're drawing. Okay, so let's quickly have a look. This must be 100 total length. The width is going to be 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. This is going to be 80. And the height of the drawing is going to be, we don't know. What we do know is that the bottom part here is 50. But the pentagon we don't know yet because we don't have it yet. So we know up to here is 50. So we can say to ourselves, this measurement there will be 50. Okay, but we still need to figure out the pentagon. Right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing the hexagon. This drawing, I'm going to start by point S, so that point there. Okay, so let's start with a 30-degree triangle, and I'm going to have to use this because I don't have a ruler. My ruler for this is not here. Okay, but I'm going to keep this on this line. Okay, 30 degrees. Going to draw a line here. Julle moenie nou gesels, jy moet nou kyk gou wat ek doen. Then I'm going to draw a line on this side. This is point S, right there. Just quickly put this on there again. Come on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure off 100 millimeters on this side. So 100 millimeters on this line. On the other line, I'm going to measure off 20, 40, 20, which gives me 40, 50, it gives me 80. So there's the 20, 20 from this side, and it should be 10, 20, 30, 40. There's the side of the drawing. Okay. Now the height, we don't have the total height, but we have the bottom part. So I'm first going to draw the bottom part of this thing, which is 50. So I'm going to draw the 50 up. I want you to work with me. I don't want you to sit passively and to just have a look. I want you to do this with me as I'm going along. Drawing a line here. This line must be 50 millimeters. Okay, right. Now from this point onward, your accuracy is going to be very important. Okay, so I've got 100, I've got 80, and I've got 50 here. So I'm just going to draw the bottom part yet. Not too much thinking now, because I have the sketch, so I don't have to think about it. I must just start creating the box in which the bottom part of this drawing will fit into. I'm going to have a line there. Okay, if I walk to your desk at the end of the period, I want to see, as far as I've drawn now, I want to see what you have done. Okay, otherwise you are not going to, you're not going to be successful here. I can keep you in break, which I'm not going to do, but I want you guys to be successful, and everybody, I want you to be successful in this drawing, but then you have to work with me. Okay. Right, I'm going to quickly draw this line through. You can see how I swivel my 30-degree triangle. I'm just swiveling it every time. I don't have to measure again if I've measured off once. Remember, I've made a line here at the bottom of my page for myself, because I'm not using a T-square now, which is the right thing to actually do. But I don't have one here, so I drew a very visible line here at the bottom. So I know every time I must make sure that this line, this ruler stays in that position. Okay, so now I've drawn the bottom part of this object. Now from here on, it is really not difficult. It's 20, you guys can see the 20. Now I need to go up. According to this drawing, if you look in the view, the front view, this is 8 millimeters. Okay, so you're going to go 8 millimeters up. So 8 millimeters up. Just going to work parallel there to save a little bit of time. So 8 millimeters there, 8 millimeters there. Okay, now this line here at the bottom should be, there shouldn't be a line here, so I'm going to erase this a little bit later. Then I see it's 16 millimeters here on the side, so I'm going to measure this off. So 10, 15, 16 millimeters. The only reason I'm doing this is to save some time. I'm working parallel with the bottom line there, so I'm just gonna draw it through, especially kids in schools that don't have all the equipment. If you have a ruler and you have a triangle, it's going to take obviously a lot longer, which is not ideal, but you're still going to be able to complete this drawing with a basic mathematical set that you receive, that you have with a compass and the little triangles. But it is better to have a drawing board, obviously. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna be drawing this side here. Just gonna go over these lines. Remember, as you're drawing, if you do assignments, remember 30% of the assignments are allocated, the marks are allocated for neatness and line quality. So you can have full marks for the drawing and still get 7 out of 10. If your line work is not good. Okay, so don't fall into that trap. Okay, now the width of this drawing, it's 60 high, They tell me that there's a line going to the side here. That's what I'm going to put in next. Just going to draw a line across here, 30 degrees. There we go. And then it's 50 in total. I've already done the 50. Let's just see what this width is. Now you'll see I don't get the width here, but if I look in the top view, I see it's 30. So that part is 30. This part is also 30. And the middle section here is 40. So I'm just going to measure this off, 30 on both sides. 30 on this side. And 10, 20, 30 on this side of the drawing. Going to make a construction line there. Okay, so ek het nou daai stukkie daar geteken. I've got that point. You see I'm working with a box because it makes it easier. And now in the middle, this thing in the middle is 12. I can see it in the top view once again. There they tell me it's 12. So this must be 12 as well. So I can get the middle and just measure 6 millimeters to each side. But before I do that, I'm first going to draw in the upper part of this block. I'm going to quickly complete that. Okay, I'm going to draw the 30-degree line in from this side. Okay, so now you guys can see I've used the whole block. I've created this whole section here on the side. This is still the easy part. And I'm just going to get the middle. This is 80. So I'm just going to measure up to 40 millimeters here. I'm going to do the same thing over there. I'm going to get the middle at the top and the bottom. So I measured 40 in, 40 in. Why? Because then I'm in the middle of that little block there. And I'm also in the middle there at the top where this thing is going to end. It's going to be 12 there and 12 there, which means I'm going to go 6 millimeters to every side there. So here at the bottom, I measured from the side 40 to get the middle. Now I'm going to go 6 millimeters to the one side. I'm going to go 6 millimeters to the other side of the drawing here. And I'm going to do the same thing at the top. I'm going to go 6 millimeters to this side from the middle. And then also 6 millimeters to the side there. And now I'm just going to complete it. Okay. And I'm going to draw this in. So there's this part. Okay, there I accidentally made a double line. I'll have to erase it and fix it. Okay, so this is the easy part of the drawing. So I've done the construction, I've done the base part of this thing. There's a line that needs to run here from this side to that side there, an angled line. Okay, there's going to be a line there. I'm also going to measure the same width. Guys, he's talking going on underneath. Have a look on the board. Just follow what I'm doing here. Don't sit and do other things. Check what I'm doing and then you draw. But have a look. This is 20. 40 in the middle, 20. Guys, I've created a whole block, 100, 80, and 50 high. And then I just added these measurements in. I had to go and sketch this out. That point and that point is the same height as the front. So I just took a line from there to there. Okay? This line I can make dark. Put a dark line in there. Now I can have a line running all the way through. This is 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters. So I can have the same thing here at the back. I can just draw a line through like this. Okay, I am going to erase a few lines later. So this is the bottom part of the block. You're going to see nothing that lies here at the back is visible. So you don't have to worry about the side part of the drawing here. But you do need to draw with this triangle, with your 30-degree triangle. You cannot wing this. You cannot just put your thing down and start drawing lines. You have to use your equipment. Okay? Right. Now we're going to get to the higher order part of the question, and that is the part where you're going to have to draw out the hexagon and the pentagon and so on. Now this is the part where you guys will have to focus really well. I would rather listen now than draw. This is the part where you should rather have a look at what I'm doing than sitting and drawing and missing the point. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing a hexagon. Okay. Now, you guys know by now, what's the quickest way to draw a hexagon? With a compass. Okay, this bar. So, dankie. Daai lyntjie is 'n bietjie af daarso. So what I just did is I drew a hexagon. I took, they told me it's radius 16, so I drew a circle with a radius of 16. I drew a center line there. I started marking off on the center line. I marked it off top and bottom. I took it to the other side, did the same thing. And that gave me the hexagon. Okay, now I'm going to have to draw this hexagon over into the isometric. Okay, how do I do this? Now, everybody must listen now. If you haven't listened, like I said, now's the time to give your full attention to what I am going to show you. Okay, go and put this hexagon in a box. So if I'm saying in a box, I mean not the circle, but the edges of this hexagon needs to be in a box. Okay, so this is going to give me different measurements. These measurements that I'm going to draw here and here and there will be all the same. And the measurements I'm going to be drawing here, they will be all the same. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Now there's many ways that you can do this. There's more than one way, but I would say we have to use the center point of this object. Okay, why? Because they give us the reference for that point, for that hexagon, by using the center point. They say we can see it's in the middle and it's 33 millimeters up. So this is going to be 33 and this is going to be how much? 50. Why 50? Because it's in the middle and the whole thing is 100. Okay, so to get the middle there, it's going to be 50 in and it's going to be 33 up to get the center. So I'm quickly going to do that. If you haven't done this thing yet, you can quickly draw that out. You can quickly draw this out. I'll do the pentagon in a moment. Right? Thank you. Okay. So now, let's quickly do the hexagon. Right, so I'm going to measure off 50. Well, you can measure off 50, or you can just get the center of this middle part. You can do that as well. The center of this middle part is 40, so I just get 20 millimeters here. I can do that as well. And then just go down, or you can measure 50 in. It's going to be the same thing. Okay, it's precies dieselfde ding. So I'm going to draw just the center line here. Why a center line? To tell me that I'm working with the middle of something here. Okay, I'm going to measure 33 millimeters up from the base there. So from this bottom, I'm going to measure 30 plus another 3 millimeters, and that is going to be the center of my object. So I'm going to draw another center line here. Okay, so that you can put in, and this is now obviously the same thing. That's the vertical line, that's the center line that's now running at 30 degrees. Okay, so what do we do now? Now we're going to use the center point, and we're going to measure sideways. Okay, and that's going to be easy. How far is it here from the middle to the side? How far? What is this distance? It's 16. Because I drew a circle, remember? I drew a circle with a radius of 16. So I'm literally going to measure from the center here, 16 to both sides, 10, 15, 16, 10, 15, 16. So 16 millimeters to both sides. So I measure 16 here, I measure 16 there. Why do I do that? Because this is 16, that side, and this is also 16. Now I'm going to go vertically up. Now let's see what this height is. You're not going to find this in another way. I need to measure this, and according to my drawing, this is 14, 1/4. So that distance here is 14. So the pink lines are 14, and the green lines we don't know yet, but the pink ones are all 14. So I can literally go and just go 14 up. So from the middle, 10 and another 4, 10 and another 4 millimeters. There we go. So this is 14 and 14. And I'm going to draw 2 more 30-degree lines here. I'm going to draw a construction line here at the top, construction line here at the bottom. I'm going to do a vertical construction line here. I'm going to do a vertical construction line over here. And now all of a sudden, what do we see? We see the same box. The same box that you had over here is now also over here. Here you can see the pink lines. There's the pink, the pink, the pink, the pink. Same. Okay. And now you can do one of two things. You can either measure this measurement in, or you can measure from the corner to that point. It's up to you. Okay. So I would go for measuring from the corner. That is going to be in my drawing, it looks like 8 millimeters. You can check what yours is, work according to your drawing. So I'm going to measure 8 millimeters in, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight millimeters on this side. I'm going to do the same at the bottom, or you can just draw through. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, 5, 6, 7, 8 millimeters. Okay, I'm going to do a little construction line here. just a faint construction line. Okay, now you will see the green lines. Can you see what I did? It's the same thing. You have to follow this method if you want to be able to do this. And once you've got this, now I can just simply go and connect the points. So I can just connect these points with one another. This one over here, there's my hexagon. Okay, so once again, the same width you've got here is the same width you've got here. The same height you've got here is the same height. But I cannot measure these lines. That's why I have to go up and in. The up is the pink, the in is the 8 that you guys have seen already. So that's 8. The height here was 14, 14, 14, and 14. Okay, right, so I have to draw it out. Then I use those measurements to get this. Now this is a thing running all the way through. So I use my 30-degree triangle. I place it there. From all of these points, I'm going to have a line running through. Why? Because it's a hole. How do I know this? I can see it here that they show me the hidden lines go all the way through the drawing. That's how I know that should be like that. I'm going to stop here.